everyone, it's Cindy Creative the Heart, and I am here today to share all the projects that I made in this year's Concord and 9th summer camp. So I think this might be the third summer camp. I've been to all of them. And I will say that I do like summer camp. I think it's one of my favorite ones of all the ones that Concord and 9th has put out. I would say that I liked most of the things that we made. It's not always the case because, you know, even if you love the company, sometimes there'll be projects that you don't care for or product you don't care for because they have a whole range of products, right, to suit everyone's different crafting, you know, likes and dislikes. And so anyway, I liked most of what we did. So we have this field guide. This is going to help me remember what we did. I have a video on my channel that lists what we got in our kit. And I think I've done a kit video, an unboxing for I try to do an unboxing for every event that I go to. And I go to a lot. I go to a lot. Sometimes I try a new one. And I may or may not do that one again. But I do go to a lot of events. If I like the products, then I usually try and go at least one time to see what it's all about. And so this is Summer Camp 2023. It was over I guess technically 3 days, because Friday was their opening ceremonies. I was flying home from Hawaii on that day, so I did not make the opening ceremony. We got home, you know, there's a time change, a 3-hour time change from Hawaii to California. So we left Hawaii at 11:30-ish. And I think it was more closer to like 11:45, maybe almost noon. But we got home and it was almost 8. So it's just weird. But anyway, so they give us a cabin gift. And so I was in cabin Juniper. And this is a gift, which I actually really, I think out of all of the gifts they had, this one was probably my favorite one. It's a cute little cactus with a little, like a little planter. You have something to decorate it. And a couple of sentiments, a couple of flowers you can put on your cactus. And I thought it was one of the cuter ones. So I'm kind of excited that I got that one. And then one of the special guests was the lady who runs Scrapbooking Cards. And my mind just went blank. I can't remember her name. But if we attended the Crop and Create previous spring, there was a coupon code when you signed up for summer camp to get a free die set. Yeah. So I attended Crop and Create. I had the code. And so this was in my box. We didn't use this. I thought we were going to see some samples, but I don't recall seeing any. Maybe they were there, but I didn't see any. But anyway, this is what we got as a freebie for attending Crop and Create, which I'm not attending the next one. Anyway, there's that. So I think this was the first one we did, and it's this die set. So it's a die set called Inked Blossom Dies. And so what it does is you kind of are left with, well, I'll show you. And then you've got little pieces that you can make additional flowers that can fit in these spaces. And then you've got some sentiments as well as little backers that go behind the sentiments. So let me give you an idea. And so I think that was taught by Christina Werner. But I really liked the cards that we did. So here's one of the cards. I changed it up a tiny, tiny bit. I think my lighting is bad because I think it's green and it looks black in there, this block. I changed it up just a tiny bit because this piece right here cuts all of this at one time. And so I didn't want to cut it again. So I just used, you know, the leftovers from this card right here. So I just didn't want to waste. Anyway, that's why it's a little tiny bit different, but pretty close. And so there's this one right here. Very simple card, but cute. I liked it. And the die set was very easy to use. And not too many fiddly pieces. So, and then this one where we ink blended behind. And then we just kept everything white. And so I liked that, very clean and simple. And then I don't know if that was, I think that was Christina Werner. Yes. And then our second class, was Sika, which is Squeeze the Day. And this might have been my favorite one. I really liked Squeeze the Day. So let me find that because I think I put these out of order. So with Squeeze the Day, we got, I put the stamp set in backwards, so sorry about that. But we got the Squeeze the Day stamp set. And it's really, really cute. It's got a lot of really fabulous sentiments that, you know, it's going to bother me. I'm going to put it back the right way. Squeeze the Day. I could just squeeze you just for you. Oh, hello, and miss you. And then you've got these other little pieces where you can make, you know, citrus thingies all you want. And then the die set. So the die set is pretty cool. We've got these two pieces that kind of fit into each other, and they create kind of a, is it a 4-bar? I think it's like a note card size, or maybe it's a 4-bar is what they call it. And then you get this piece right here, which is kind of like a way to kind of use up scrap, I think, but it kind of fits together in there like a puzzle, kind of very similar to the page maps that Taylor Expressions has. And then you get all of these dies to make various citrus and flowers and florals, and there's a thanks die in there, a thank you actually. And then also in here is a die to do a liner for a note card. So you could do a note card liner, and I'll show you all of that. And then I made a bunch of extra cards with this because I had it left over. So this is what we made. So it was like a whole like little gift set thing with a tag. We used the, what could be a lemon and orange or whatever for the tag. And then we got this cool ribbon. And so here are the cards that we made in the class. And so they're this, I think it's a 4-bar. I think is what it is. So this was this card, and then here is the liner, and then my liner got messed up because I put some glue there and it wasn't supposed to, but anyway, it happens. And then here is this card that uses that kind of page mappy quilty type die. And so when you cut it out, if you're going to be wanting to piece together different prints or different colors, then you're going to have to die cut it multiple times, which means then you're going to be left with multiple pieces to make other cards, which I did. So I'll show you those in a second. So here's this one, and we got really super cute pattern paper with this kit. So there's that one. And then here's this one. Paper is really adorable. So here's this one. I could just squeeze you. And then here is the last one with this paper. So very, very cute. And then it all goes together. We made a little tag. And then the leftover pieces, I actually made A2 size cards with it. And it's very easy to make an A2 size card. And I just used the kit extra pieces I had left over from doing different projects. I kind of experimented a little bit with, you know, the different citrus. Here's this one and this one. And I got this card. So these are all A2 size cards. Squeeze the Day. And then I had just a little bit of this paper left, and actually I had just enough yellow to kind of back this up. And so then I just made this card. I could just squeeze you with like leftover pieces and the stamp. And so that was some extra stuff that I did. Okay, now the third was Laura Basson. Happy Trails. So this was a fun one. And there are fiddly pieces, but it's not so fiddly that it drives me bonkers. And it comes with this little kind of piece where you can do a spinner. So I'm going to show you the spinner type card that we made. I really, really like it, and I'm going to steal that idea for something else. But here it is. And so I didn't put my turn here in the right spot. Okay. But you've got a daytime scene that turns into a, really gotta be careful about do it. So a nighttime scene. So it says everything is going to be okay. And I kind of really didn't get the concept of what we were doing until after I kind of started putting stuff together, and I was like, ooh, I kind of messed up my pacing of where to put everything. But next time I'll know what to do. So then it turns into, daytime. So very cute. And it comes with this cute Happy Trails stamp set. And then this is the other card that we made that was a little bit of a simpler card. I've got this like thing here. So it was a little simpler. I need a snip, that's going to bother me. But anyway, I've got this simpler card. It uses the Howdy sentiment die. You just make this little guy. And this cuts, we can cut multiple trees at one time. So anyway, that one was really cute, and that one was a lot quicker. And then the last thing that we did for Saturday's classes was our turnabout. So they usually always do a turnabout, and I always enjoy them. This one's called Summer Sprigs, and I really like, I like how the sentiments are in this. And they gave us, the little piece that fits in there that helps you place your turnabout correctly, as well as a turnabout jig. So that was a lovely little gift that we got. And then there is a die set that goes with it. This is the Summer Sprigs dies. And so the card that we made with Jeff, I think it's Jeff, was this one right here. I pretty much did it close to what he did, but maybe not exact. But it was this card right here. And then the second card that we made was this one, which I liked this one. It was nice and simple. And then we played around a little bit with colors. And so I just kind of used various different pieces that I had left over in different colors that I had. So here's this one with this colors, and then we did sort of an autumn one. And I used this high die that comes in the set. And then this one just using some different colors that we got in the kit and extra little sprigs and things that I had also used. And so that was the fourth class and last class for Saturday. So on Sunday, I would say Sunday was more of a class. Like this right here, I will probably never use this. It is just way too fiddly for me. But it's very cute, and I think people who enjoy small fiddly things are going to like this one. But I just am not. I have a terrarium style kind of thing that I like better from Pink Fresh Studio. It's just a little bit more my style. The pieces are a little bigger. It's just more me, but this one is maybe not so much. But I did enjoy the class, and I did enjoy using the products and making my cards. So that's the main thing, right? So these are the two cards that we made. So this one right here kind of uses a full terrarium kind of thing. I think I might have messed up how to make my card, but I did the best I could with this one because I was just kind of figuring out how the pieces all work together. But there's that. And then this one right here was a little bit easier. So that was today, Sunday. Then, because I don't know when I'm going to post this, but that's with Delay. And then with Jennifer McGuire, we did stitching, which I've never done in the card. Oh, we also got this stamp set, which I actually really like. So we did stitching, which I've never done stitching before. So Concord and Ninth gave us, they gave us a needle, and they gave us some, what do you call this stuff? Not thread, not twine. I forget what it's called, but the stuff to use in our stitching cards. And so the stitching cards uses this one, which is a Hugs and Stitches stamp set. And I do also like the fonts. They do a really great job with their sentiments, fonts, and stuff. This one could be used absolutely on its own without any sort of stitching. You don't need the stitching to use this stamp set. So it stamps the florals, and then it will stamp on top the leaves. And then you have little accent pieces that you can accent it. And then you've got your sentiments. So it's cool. And then this one is the die. So this goes over the stamped flowers and stems, leaves, and makes your stitching holes. And then this one is a separate hugs die that makes the holes. And then we've got a flower and some petals that go with the set as an accompaniment. Okay, there's that. So we did hugs, and what was really great, and you know, I will try stitching again. And part of it is, I was very slow. I was super slow at stitching. Part of it is that Jennifer McGuire did such an amazing job teaching us how to stitch on paper. And she did such a great job teaching that I felt confident, and my stitching came out pretty good. So I'm pretty happy with it. It actually reads hugs. I was worried about that. I'm like, how's it going to read hugs? So that was cool. And then the second card we made was this one, and that is the one where we used the stamp and then the die on top of it. And then we did our stitching. And I actually was faster. This was easier. It was a lot less stitching. But it came out good, and I might try stitching again. I was like on the fence, but she did such a great job at teaching us this class that I am sold in trying it again. So anyway, that is Concord in 9th. So let me know what you think about what I made and what I got. And thank you so much for watching. This is Sandy Praying the Heart.